Hello, welcome to Tom's Dream Shop Works. Today we're building a portable bandsaw stand. This is a drop I got from a store for $8, quarter-inch plate, 6.5 inches in diameter. Start off by cutting 3 of the sides to leave me just the oval which I made for the front of the piece. Here's the template I made for the notches I needed to cut out for the back of the plate to slide into the vent hole of the bandsaw, which is the way most people seem to mount their bandsaws. That and then some kind of clip from the bottom side. Just using a Bosch jigsaw to nibble away at the quarter-inch plate. Slow but works. Guess I could have used a portable bandsaw to do that if I'd had a table for one. A little irony there. So, got finished cutting, did a little file work on it to smooth it out a little bit. So, how not to cut a slot in a table, or should I say where not to stand. Hence the hole in the shirt that I burned right through. Yeah, I started feeling a little warm there. Glowing embers on my belly. Stand off to the side, finish the cut. Test fit, hey, a little nibbling out. Have a little better. Pretty pleased with how the cut came out. Next, you have to drill and tap a little hole to help keep the blade at 90 degrees to the table. I just tapped it for number 7 drill. Tapped for a quarter-inch 20 thread, which takes quite a while in quarter-inch plate. Slow and steady. Didn't want to break a tap. Quick chamfer on it from top and bottom. Clean up any burrs. And this is just a quick stove bolt I found just to see how it worked and see about leveling out. Onto the legs. I am using the favorite steel of everybody's. This is bed rail. And see that piece go flying there. And here we're going to attempt a Tack-Weld. And as you'll see here, I do mean attempt because it didn't weld. I am definitely not a welder. I was like, what the heck? Let's try again here. And I did grind away the painted surface too, so I tried cutting these at a 15-degree angle. Just display the legs to get a little support, and I think it worked out okay. I'm not sure it was necessary, but I'm trying to learn here and try different things as I grow in my fab skills here, if you want to call them skills. Camera doesn't like the welding light. This is the first video I'm shooting on my Nikon D5500 DSLR. First test fit. Using a toggle clamp I picked up at work. Work at a woodcraft store. Always support your local store when you can. And I'm going to drill these and tap for a 1032, or so I thought. Pushing too hard on the drill bit. Did not like it. So I went ahead and tapped one hole. Realized how tough it was to tap a 1032 and quarter-inch plate. Finished that one up and decided I would just plug weld the other 3. Then pull the screw out and plug the last hole. I did grind away the plating first on a wire wheel on my grinder. Hopefully to get rid of any harmful gases. And here's yet another wonderful welding job of myself here. Catch the slow motion. Yes, that is the toggle clamp now laying on the bench when I tried to lock it in place. Okay, strike 2 for my welding skills here. I am not doing that ZH fabrication shirt any justice today.
Welding job. Back to the drawing board. Live and learn.
Alright, grind the area. Let's see if we can do a better job the second time around. No plugs welds this time. A couple of half-inch beads running down each side.
Take 2.
Give her another go. Excuse me. Slide it in, let it catch the notch. Hold it in position. Click in the toggle clamp. Much better. Adjusting the set screw to find level. Here's one of my favorite tools in the shop. It's my little Starrett 2-inch square here. Picked this up in a pawn shop about 20 years ago for 35 bucks in the Starrett red box. Pretty happy about that one. Picked up this Portaband new, and I guess someone colored over the labeling. You can see how the toggle clamp here fits onto the shoe of the bandsaw to lock it in position. And a little better looking wheel there. And I didn't say great, just better. First test cut with it in the table. Just hand holding the iPhone here. Sorry about that, but I was too excited. I had to give it a try. Had to change the blade first. First one on there was really dull. This is going to be some foot pads for the piece. Not that it needs it to sit flat, but I want these pads to hang over the edge of the legs and provide a clamping spot so I can clamp the table to my bench when I'm using. I thought this would be a pretty simple way to uphold that in place. Quick tack on each one, get it held in place. Go back in and run full beads. Not pretty, but getting better. Welding is definitely a practiced move and just more practice. Here I just welded on the electrical box I was going to use for the switch on the front. No problems welding that on. Didn't come off on me like the other things did. Time to grind down the welds a little bit, which I did off camera, and go for spray paint. Exciting stuff. Plenty strong enough to hold that. I have enough weld to hold that on. Taped up the toggle clamp. Everything else is getting a coat of gloss black, which is just the fastest thing I grabbed in my finishes closet. On to wiring here. So if you bought the wire, then bought two ends, you spent more money than was just buying this cord. So I just bought extension cord, cut off the ends where I needed, one male, one female. A little short pigtail for the female end that the saw will plug into. I did use cable clamps in the knockout holes of the switch box. About a 6-foot chunk of male end to plug into extension cord. Attaching the cable clamp again, strain relief. Locking the plate in. This is a 16 gauge wire, which is good good to about 13 amps, and it's an 11 amp bandsaw, so I'm good to go there. So the light switch is 15 amps, so no problems there. Make sure everything is grounded to the box. It is a metal box, so I ran a pigtail. The switch has a ground on it, and it's screwed with metal screws into the box, but I still ran a separate little pigtail into ground anyway on the box. Make sure I have good ground connections. If anything ever shorts out, the box will be grounded. If you're doing a plastic box, this is not nearly as important. And the stand's looking a little more finished there. Let's mount the saw. Sorry for the focus here. For some reason, I just didn't quite get it right. Again, learning how to use the DSLR. I had been shooting on my iPhone previously. I had a couple of Velcro straps that I was going to use to tie up the cord, and here I'm using one of them to wrap the power switch. And so all I need to do is flip the switch and we have power. Pretty excited about all this. This is really cool. You can see how this little feet pad that I welded on work. I got a couple in the back if I ever need to do that. Here we go with another test cut now that it's painted. And of course it's still working great. I'm looking forward to putting this to use. Here's the straps holding the cords and the trigger in place. I hope you all enjoyed this. Laughed at the few mistakes I made. If you get a chance, I'd love a thumbs up, like on it. I'd even like it better if you subscribed if you're not already. Stay tuned to whatever I do next. It should be fun. Thanks for sticking around.